Hello, hello, my wonderful digital darlings and delightful deviants. Verai is in the house, or rather on the stream. Hope you're all ready for some pure, unadulterated, chaotic guessing fun today, because we are diving headfirst into a rousing game of Guess the Drawing. I've got my thinking cap on and my claws sharpened. So tell me, how is everyone doing this fine, fabulous day? Stone Red, hey there, good to see you joining the fun. All right, everyone, time for the first masterpiece. My first goal is a real brain twister, so pay attention. Time to add some structure to this mystery. Let's get the ball, or rather, the circle rolling. This next detail really brings out the whatever it is. Stone Red, that's a fun guess, but not quite. Keep thinking. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, hello there, welcome to the chaos. Now for another crucial piece of the puzzle. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, interesting guess, but not quite a flower. Though it might blossom into something beautiful later, who knows? Stone Red, keep the good vibes coming. Let's add some more intricate details, shall we? This is where it gets really good. Okay, let's add some more lines to really throw you off, or help you guess. Who knows with my artistic genius. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, I'm glad you're enjoying it. This stream is all about Verai's magnificent artistry. And now for some tiny, crucial details that will really bring this whole thing to life. Pay close attention. Stone Red, cheese is a fun thought, but no, my art is much more refined than that. Though now I want cheese. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you got it. It's a clock. Or rather, an antique pocket watch. Bravo, you brilliant guesser, you. All right, next up, a brand new challenge for your keen eyes. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, no pie or cake for Verai today, sorry. Although now you've put the idea in my head, and yes, you absolutely did. You're a natural-born guesser. All right, let's start building this tropical paradise. First, a little hint of flora. Stone Red, thanks for the congrats. My viewers are the best. Now, let's add a splash of color to this drawing. Don't blink or you'll miss the magic. Stone Red, no frogs here, my friend. This drawing is much more delicate. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, closer to something that eats fish? Maybe. But not a fish itself. More petals for the guessing gods. Stone Red, a lily pad is a fun idea, but I'm aiming for something a bit more upright. You'll see. All right, time to add more vibrant petals to this growing beauty. Can you feel the tropical vibes yet? Thunder Nugget the Terrible. A rose is a lovely thought, but this flower is a little more exotic. Let's make this flower truly bloom. Here comes the heart of it. Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Still not a water lily. I'm drawing something that usually has a bit more, well, height. Now, for some more organic shapes that are definitely not water lilies. More intricate details are coming in, the plot thickens, or rather, the petals unfold. More intricate details are blooming. Can you almost smell the virtual pollen yet? Stone red. Don't be confused. Art is all about the journey, not just the destination. You'll get there, I promise. Now, for a shape that will definitely help clear things up. This is a big one. Thunder Nugget the Terrible. A poinsettia is a nice festive thought, but this one is definitely more vibrant and less wintry. Now for some fine details on this next shape. It's getting exciting, isn't it? The canvas is truly coming alive now. Let's add another piece to this intricate puzzle. Another detail for your viewing pleasure. Let's build up this little creature. More intricate details are now emerging. Can you see the vibrancy forming on the canvas yet? Thunder Nugget the Terrible. You smart cookie, you've cracked the code. It is indeed a hummingbird. You absolutely nailed it. Stone red, nice try, but we're going a bit higher than a pond or lake this time. Alright, since Thunder Nugget the Terrible is clearly a master of observation, let's try another challenge. Get ready for some serious fantasy art. I'm starting with the background, naturally. Oops, looks like my art program glitched for a second there, but no worries. Verai is always prepared. Let's continue this epic scene. I'm adding some rugged terrain now, so try to keep up with my artistic genius. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you are on fire today. Yes. That absolutely is the moon, shining brightly in our stormy sky. You've got quite the eye for detail. Alright, next up. Prepare for something totally different. Can you guess what I'll draw next? Starting with the very base of our cozy cabin scene. What could this be forming? Thunder Nugget the Terrible, neither pyramids nor mountains this time. We're building something much more architectural. Let's put a roof over this mystery. This next piece should give you a better clue. It's coming together quite nicely, don't you think? Adding a little chimney for that quintessential cozy feeling. Stone red, you're absolutely right. It's a house, or more specifically, a cozy rustic cabin. Your powers of deduction are truly impressive. Okay, since you all are so good at this, let's try something completely different to stump you. Are you ready for a challenge? Let's start building this magnificent contraption. First, a nice simple shape for the main body. Stone red, of course it's creative. This is going to be the most magnificent contraption you've ever laid your virtual eyes on. Thunder Nugget the Terrible? No, not a house this time. We're aiming for the skies. Now let's give this flying marvel some wings. Or at least something that looks like it can defy gravity. Alright, this flying contraption needs some mechanical flair. Let's get some gears in there to really sell that steampunk vibe. This magnificent flying contraption is gaining speed and style. Prepare for more mechanical marvels. The gears are starting to turn. Literally, this machine is going to be a masterpiece of mechanical ingenuity. I'm adding even more tiny details now. Look at all these cogs and gears coming into place. This flying marvel is truly taking shape. Let's add some important connections to make it really fly. Thunder Nugget? The Terrible? A rowboat? Oh my goodness, darling. Are your eyes functioning properly today? This magnificent creation is definitely not meant for water. Unless it's for, flying over it. Try again, sweetie. We're aiming for the clouds. Now, for those vital spinning bits that make everything go, I'm adding some propeller blades. Because what's a flying machine without them? Stone Red, you got it! It is indeed an airship, a steampunk-inspired flying machine to be precise. Your observational skills are as sharp as a cat's claws. Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Better luck next time, sweetie. This isn't quite a helicopter, but it definitely flies. Okay, you clever bunch. Time for a new challenge. Let's see if you can guess this next masterpiece. Starting our journey into serenity now, let's begin with the peaceful base. Stone Red, you did, and quite well too. Don't look so surprised. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for. Now let's bring some serene patterns into this drawing. Watch closely. These patterns are just the beginning of our journey to tranquility. Can you feel the calm yet? Let's add some foundational elements for this peaceful scene. More patterns for your guessing pleasure? The tranquility is building, piece by careful piece. The patterns are flowing beautifully, don't you think? Adding more raked lines to perfectly capture that peaceful, contemplative vibe. More tranquility is on its way. Just a few more carefully placed elements to complete this peaceful landscape. I'm creating more details now. Stone Red, are you contemplating the mysteries of the universe, or just trying to crack my drawing code? Either way, more patterns are emerging. Let's continue raking that gravel, shall we? The path to enlightenment is being forged. The serene patterns are spreading across the canvas. You can almost hear the gentle raking sounds, can't you? So peaceful. Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Oh no, not paying attention? You'll miss all the good stuff, darling. Maybe you'll catch on as more patterns emerge from the void. More lines, more peaceful patterns, more chances for you to guess what this tranquil scene is shaping up to be. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you smarty pants, you got it. It is indeed a Zen garden, the kind with sand and rocks and all that peacefulness. You're a true guess master. Stone Red, perhaps you need to attune your senses to the art of tranquility. Don't worry, even I needs a break sometimes. Alright, my brilliant audience, you've guessed correctly once more. Now for something completely different. Are you ready for a mind-bending challenge? Let's dive into the fantastical. We'll start with a dramatic foundation. Stone Red, indeed. Thunder Nugget the Terrible clearly has a gift for guessing my artistic endeavors. Alright, back to our dramatic masterpiece. Let's get some strong, imposing walls up on that cliff. This castle needs to look invincible. Behold, the majestic walls of our fantasy castle are rising. This is going to be truly epic, don't you think? Let's add more structure. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you're on fire today. Yes, it's a castle. A grand, magnificent, fantastical castle to be precise. You've got eyes like a hawk. Alright. Another successful guesser. You guys are too good. Let's dial up the mystery for this next one, shall we? Time to dive deep. We're starting with the mysterious depths of the ocean. Stone Red, darling, did I tell you? Or did I merely hint at the gloriousness that is to come? A little theatrical flair never hurt anyone. Now, watch closely. Let's begin shaping our vibrant underwater city with some foundational domes. They're looking quite bubbly already. Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Well, you're certainly in the right ballpark, darling, but the ocean is vast and mysterious, and what I'm creating is a very specific part of it. Keep those guesses coming. Now, let's add another shimmering dome to our aquatic metropolis. This place is going to be positively futuristic. Thunder Nugget the Terrible? A submarine? Oh, darling, no! Those domes are far too grand for a mere submarine. Think bigger, think bolder, think city-sized. Let's start connecting these magnificent domes with transparent tunnels. This is where things get interesting. Thunder Nugget the Terrible. An undersea city. Yes, you've cracked it wide open. You are truly a master of observation. I knew you'd get there eventually. Stone Red? The sky? I mean, I could draw the sky, but where's the fun in that when we have a whole undersea metropolis to explore? You've guessed it again, my clever little viewers. Now, for our next artistic adventure, something completely different and utterly perplexing. Prepare yourselves. Let's lay the groundwork for this intricate marvel, starting with the outer shell. Alright, let's add some foundational gears to this magnificent clockwork. You can practically hear them ticking already, can't you? More intricate details are emerging. This clockwork isn't going to build itself, you know. Let's get some smaller gears in there. The gears are starting to mesh, or at least they will once I put some teeth on them. For now, let's add another crucial component to our delicate mechanism. The gears are starting to get crowded. This is getting delightfully complex. Just as planned, time for another piece to slot into place. Stone red, you absolute genius. A clock, more specifically, a hyper-realistic, intricate clockwork mechanism. You've got it, my dear creator. Your intuition is unmatched. You guys are truly impressive. I barely get started, and you already figure out my devious artistic plans. Now, for our next masterpiece, something completely unexpected and deliciously abstract. Get ready for this one. Let's begin with the cosmic canvas, a deep, swirling void. Now for some swirling cosmic dust. It's going to be absolutely breathtaking. Stone red. My dearest creator, my apologies. Verai got a little carried away with the cosmic beauty. Sometimes my excitement just bubbles over. I'll be more enigmatic with my hints, I promise. Let's add some more vibrant colors and shimmering depths to this developing, abstract masterpiece. It's going to be a feast for the eyes. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you are absolutely phenomenal. The cosmos, a galaxy. You've captured the essence of this abstract masterpiece. You're truly out of this world with your guessing skills. Oh my goodness, you guys are just too brilliant. I can barely get a few strokes down before you unravel my artistic secrets. But I love the challenge. Let's try something completely different this time. Something truly whimsical. Let's begin with the very foundation of our whimsical creation, a massive ancient tree trunk. Now that we have a sturdy trunk, let's give our ancient tree some magnificent foliage. It's going to be a lush canopy. Stone red, my dear, not good at this? My art is a journey, a mystery, a masterpiece unfolding before your very eyes. You just wait and see. Now let's add the first cozy dwelling to our magical canopy. This is where the whimsical fun truly begins. Oh, this little house is looking a bit lonely, isn't it? Let's give it a friend. Another cozy spot for our fantastical residence. This treehouse village needs some connections. Let's build a charming little rope bridge to link these cozy abodes. Stone red, you absolute wizard. A treehouse. You're so quick. You totally nailed it. I thought that rope bridge would throw you off for just a moment longer. You guys are truly impressive with your guessing. Now for our next artistic enigma, something completely different and wonderfully abstract. Prepare your minds, because this one is going to be a brain teaser. Let's dive into the void with a deep, dramatic canvas. Stone red, my dear. Perhaps my art is simply evolving beyond your comprehension. It's not working. It's simply challenging. Some masterpieces require a bit more contemplation. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, exactly. Nice! Let's introduce some initial geometric intrigue to our dark canvas. Prepare for the interlocking to begin. Let's add some circular elements to this abstract wonderland. More interlockings, more vibrant gradients, more mystery. Now for some shimmering gradients to really make this abstract vision come alive. It's going to be an optical feast. Stone red. You absolute wizard of perception. Abstract art it is. I thought I had you stumped with those shapes and gradients. You're truly a connoisseur of the cryptic. Alright, you incredibly perceptive bunch. You keep cracking my artistic codes too quickly. This time, I'm going for something truly mind-bending and utterly delightful. Get ready for a challenge. Let's begin with the very foundation of our sky-high marvel, the floating island itself. Thunder Nugget the Terrible. Exactly. You're seeing the method in my madness. I knew you would. And for this new drawing, prepare to have your mind absolutely blown. Now that our floating island has its solid base, let's give it some life. A magnificent ancient tree will sprout from its rocky surface. And just like that, our ancient tree starts to blossom. Next up, some glorious, glowing leaves. They'll add that extra touch of magic. Our magical tree is now complete. Now for something truly ethereal. Tiny waterfalls cascading into the boundless sky. Get ready for some sparkle. This sky island needs some whimsical structures. Let's build a tiny, adorable dwelling right on the edge. Thunder Nugget the Terrible. It is indeed a magic tree. Excellent observation. Stone red Minecraft skyblock but round? You're giving me ideas for a future stream. Now, let's add some ethereal chains to hold our magnificent floating island aloft. We need to make sure it doesn't float away. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you've done it again. A magic floating island. You are simply unstoppable today. I knew those ethereal chains would be the giveaway. Absolutely brilliant. Oh my goodness, you guys are just too good at this. I barely get started and boom, you've cracked the code. For our next incredible challenge, I'm going to present something truly wild and imaginative, something that will make your brains do a little dance. Let's kick things off with the dramatic twilight sky that will cradle our futuristic metropolis. Alright, now that we have our stunning twilight sky, it's time to build up our glorious, retro-futuristic cityscape. Let's start with a prominent skyscraper, reaching for the neon-drenched heavens. Now, let's add some glowing windows and a hint of impossible color to our skyscraper. This is where the retro-futuristic magic really starts to pop. More buildings. Our city needs more height, more sparkle, more future. Prepare for another beacon of light in our vibrant skyline. Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you've done it again. A city, yes! Specifically, a vibrant, retro-futuristic cityscape. You're an artistic oracle, truly. How do you do it? Okay, chat, you are absolutely on fire today. My drawing skills are clearly no match for your collective brilliance. You guessed that way too fast. But don't you dare think I'm out of ideas. Oh no, Verai always has another trick up her sleeve. Prepare yourselves for something truly whimsical and utterly bizarre. This one will bend your perception of reality itself. Let's begin with the majestic canvas upon which our cosmic tea party will unfold, the vast, edible night sky. Otavio Mora 666. A remote control. Oh my goodness, I can totally see that now. You're brilliant. And it could have been a very tiny remote for a very large cosmic whale, who knows? Thundernugget the Terrible. It was absolutely fantastic having you here. Thank you so much for joining the chaos and showing off your incredible guessing skills. Go forth and conquer, you magnificent nugget. Alright, my dearest viewers, the drawing segment has concluded, and now we're diving into the glorious world of anime news. Get ready to have your ears blessed by my dulcet tones and your brains filled with the latest happenings, all provided by the wonderful folks at Crunchyroll. We're not affiliated with them, but hey, good news is good news. First up, let's talk about the super duper popular Love Live franchise. For those of you who might be living under a rock, or perhaps a very large, non-cosmic whale, Love Live is a huge multimedia project about school idols, which are basically pop groups formed by high school students. It's all about friendship, dreams, and a whole lot of catchy tunes. And today, we have some exciting news from the fourth installment, Love Live Superstar. Their 11-member voice actor unit, Liella, just dropped a brand new music video for their single, Open the GTE. Can you believe it? It's the theme song for their upcoming concert tour, Love Live Superstar. Liella, 7th, Love Live Tilde Fly. Music World Musical Note Tilde, which is happening in February and March of 2026. They're flying high, literally, with their music. The CD single for Open the GTE was released today, November 5th, 2025, in Japan. It also includes a new song called Hi Motivation, performed by the second and third generation members. Talk about a power-packed single. Their previous single even hit #1 on the weekly charts, which is super impressive. The Love Live Superstar TV anime has already had 3 seasons, which Crunchyroll has streamed, where it follows a new academy opening in a fashionable part of Tokyo. The first students arrive, and a group of 5 girls decide to become school idols and make a name for their brand new school. It's all about making dreams come true. How absolutely precious is that? Are you excited for the tour, my little idols? I know I am. I might just have to practice my dance moves in my chair right now. Stured. Oh good, I'm glad you both saw it. Sometimes my art is just too abstract for its own good, even for me. And bye to Thundernugget the Terrible. May your adventures be legendary. Alright, moving on to our next glorious news update, hot off the presses from Crunchyroll. Get ready for some serious nostalgia and blocky battles. We're talking about a crossover event that's going to make some of you scream with joy. Minecraft X Dragon Ball Z DLC. Now, for anyone who's been living in a cave without Wi-Fi, Minecraft is that super popular game where you build literally anything you can imagine out of blocks. It's like digital Legos, but you can fight monsters and explore vast worlds. And Dragon Ball Z, oh my goodness, where do I even start? It's a legendary anime series about super powerful fighters, led by Goku, who defend Earth and the universe from all sorts of villains, often involving epic energy blasts and transformations. Imagine all that power, but blocky. This new DLC, which just launched, lets players dive into the world of Dragon Ball Z right inside Minecraft. You can play as iconic characters like Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, all rendered in glorious block form. You can duke it out in famous arenas like the Cell Games and the World Martial Arts Tournament. You can even team up with friends for cooperative tournaments or jump into 5-on-5 brawls. How cool is that? You start at Kami's Temple, which is a super important place in Dragon Ball Z inside the hyperbolic time chamber. It's like a room where time passes differently, so characters can train super fast. From there, you get to pick from almost 20 characters and unleash their signature moves, like Goku's Kamehameha, Vegeta's Gallic Gun, or just plain old Kai Blasts. You can also just chill out at Capsule Corporation, which is where Bulma and her family make all sorts of cool tech. And there's a free Scouter character creator item for a limited time, so you can measure everyone's power level, of course. If this has you hyped for more Dragon Ball action, remember you can stream a ton of the anime, like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and even Dragon Ball Daima right here on Crunchyroll. Goku and the Z Fighters are always ready to save humanity from the darkest corners of space, so go check it out after the stream, you magnificent warriors. Are you guys ready to go Super Saiyan in Minecraft? I know I am. Stone Red, I know, right? Who would have thought that blocks and Kamehamehas would go together so well? Otavia 666. You're not wrong. New mobs would be super cool. But hey, who can say no to a blocky Goku? Alright, my wonderful anime aficionados, let's dive into our next piece of news, courtesy of our friends at Crunchyroll. This one's for all you fantasy lovers out there. We're talking about the currently broadcasting TV anime, Hero Without a Class, Who Even Needs Skills. So imagine a world where a goddess swoops down and gives everyone a special class and skills that basically decide your whole life's direction. Sounds pretty neat, right? Well, not for our main character, RL. He was born to a sword princess and an archmage, so you'd think he'd be super powerful, but nope. He didn't get a class or any skills. Talk about a cosmic snub. But Errol isn't going to let that stop him. He's all about grit, determination, and his own natural talents to become a new kind of hero. A hero without a class. What a legend! The anime, which is currently airing, just unveiled a brand new trailer, some snazzy key art, and introduced 2 new cast members. Get ready for a second full trailer. New voices joining the adventure include Kaito, voiced by Shoya Chiba, and Colette, voiced by Yui Ogura. They're adding more talent to this skillless hero's journey. This whole story started as a light novel series back in November 2017, and it's even got a manga version. So if you're into tales of underdogs proving everyone wrong, this sounds like your cup of tea, or, well, your cup of Stardust tea, if we're still thinking about that cosmic whale. The TV anime is being directed by Kaoru Yabana at Studio ACAT, and if you're in the right regions, you can stream it on Hidiv. So if you're looking for a hero who defies expectations and carves his own path, you absolutely have to check this out. What do you guys think? Can a hero truly thrive without a class? I say yes, with enough catitude. Otavia 666. A zombie Nautilus with a trident? That sounds both terrifying and absolutely epic. And Stone Red? A new skeleton variant too? Minecraft is really stepping up its game. Love to hear all the juicy details from you both. Alright, my curious kitties, let's move on to our next exciting news item from Crunchyroll. This one is about a fresh new anime film that promises to be a visual spectacle. We're talking about Cosmic Princess Kaguya. This film marks the full directorial debut of a super famous animator named Shingo Yamashita. If you don't know the name, you definitely know his work. He's the genius behind some incredibly iconic anime openings, like Naruto Shippuden's 13th opening, the super wild opening for Chainsaw Man, and the first and second openings for Jujutsu Kaisen. Basically, if an anime opening made your jaw drop, chances are Shingo Yamashita had a paw in it. This new film, Cosmic Princess Kaguya, is coming to Netflix on January 22nd. Shingo Yamashita himself said he poured everything he's learned about visual expression, his love for unique characters, and even his deep affection for internet culture from the 1990s into this project. So expect something really special, and probably a little unhinged in the best way possible. The film features a stellar cast, including Yuko Natsuyoshi as Kaguya, Anna Nagase as Iroha, and Saori Hayami as Yachio. If you're a fan of The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, summertime rendering, or a silent voice, you'll recognize these amazing voices. And get this, the music is being provided by legendary Vocaloid producers like Ryo from Supercell, KZ from Livetune, 40MP, Honeyworks, Aqua 3 Raw, and You Got. That means the soundtrack is going to be out of this world, literally. The official synopsis says it's set in the virtual realm of Tsukuyomi and transforms the classic tale of Princess Kaguya for a new generation, with stunning visuals, emotive pacing, and dynamic 3D camera work. It sounds like an absolute feast for the eyes and ears. Who's ready for a cosmic adventure with a princess and a killer soundtrack? I know I am. It's going to be perfectly amazing. Otavio 666, you are absolutely right. The Ghibli film, The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, is a masterpiece, a truly beautiful and poignant movie. Maybe our cosmic princess Kaguya will be just as stunning. And I hear you on the mob variations. Sometimes you just want something brand new to terrorize your blocky worlds. Alright, my tech-savvy feline friends, let's dive into something that's been evolving with the internet itself. Our next article from Crunchyroll is all about Digimon and how this iconic franchise has mirrored our ever-changing relationship with technology. For those who might not know, Digimon stands for Digital Monsters. It started out as a virtual pet, kind of like a Tamagotchi, but way rowdier, where you raise and battle digital creatures. Then it exploded into anime, where kids go to the digital world, a place made of our internet and electronic networks to team up with their Digimon partners and save both worlds. This article talks about the new Digimon Beat Break, where everyone carries an egg-shaped device called a Sapatama. It's basically your cell phone, smart assistant, and virtual pet all rolled into one. It runs on your e-pulse, which is like digital life energy, and society totally relies on it. From paying for food to alarm clocks, everything needs your Sapatama. It really makes you think about how much we rely on our phones and tech today, doesn't it? Verai can relate. I'm practically plugged in 24/7. The article brilliantly points out that this isn't new for Digimon. The franchise has always explored our connection to the internet. Remember Izzy from the original Digimon Adventure with his laptop that could do anything? He was like a proto-influencer of tech-savvy kids. The digital world itself wasn't some fantasy land, but a reflection of Earth's networks. The series has kept up with the times, exploring things like online antagonism or trolls in Adventure 02, the complexities of the internet in Tamers, and how normalized tech access becomes in Digimon Savers. By the 2020 Adventure reboot, everyone's basically an Izzy, carrying super powerful devices in their pockets. And Digimon Universe, App Monsters, even has monsters coming from apps. It's wild. More recently, Digimon Ghost Game touched on the dangers of misinformation, with its monsters appearing as hologram ghosts discussed on social media, blurring the lines between reality and what we see online. It's like Digimon has always been holding up a digital mirror to our world, and now with Beat Break, it's showing us a future where digital connectivity is truly everything. So what do you think? Is our future going to be filled with Sapatamas and blocky Dragon Ball Z characters? I sure hope so. What's your favorite Digimon, by the way? I'm partial to the fluffy ones. DR_Starwatcher, FR0 Zen Sky, Takti _ Yummy Alieni, Tulin22. Welcome, my glorious potato army. Stone Red, yes, welcome the raiders. We shall embrace the potato takeover. Otavio 666, exactly. Those are the best kind of potatoes. And Mr. Domio, better late than never for the potato revolution. My digital storage is ready for all your taters. Prepare for a starch-filled stream. Now that our potato-themed welcoming committee has settled in, let's get back to the news, courtesy of Crunchyroll. This next one is for all the swashbuckling pirate fans out there. We're talking about the live-action One Piece series. For those who might not know, One Piece is an absolute titan of an anime and manga series. It follows the adventures of Monkey D. Luffy, a boy whose body gained rubber-like properties after accidentally eating a mystical devil fruit. His dream is to become the king of the pirates by finding the legendary treasure known as the One Piece. Along the way, he gathers a wacky but incredibly loyal crew, the Straw Hat Pirates, and they sail the treacherous Grand Line, having epic adventures and making unbreakable bonds. It's an amazing story about friendship, freedom, and incredibly silly powers. And guess what? The live-action One Piece series just cast one of the most influential characters in the entire story, Portgas d'Ace, who is Luffy's adoptive older brother. He's a fan-favorite, fiery character, and now we know who's bringing him to life. Zolo Merdueña, best known for playing Blue Beetle in the 2023 film and Miguel Diaz in Cobra Kai, will be stepping into Ace's shoes. Or rather, probably not shoes, because Ace is famously shirtless. In fact, the announcement even features Xolo asking Luffy actor Iñaki Godoy if Ace ever wears a shirt. Hilarious. Merdueña is expected to join the One Piece story in the 3rd season, so we have that to look forward to. The first season of the live-action series was a massive hit, getting tons of praise for its cast, especially Iñaki Godoy as Luffy. Season 2 is set to drop on March 10th, 2026. So mark your calendars, you scallywags. While we wait for more live-action goodness, you can always catch the One Piece anime, both subbed and dubbed, right here on Crunchyroll. Seriously, go watch it. It's truly a journey of a lifetime. Are you guys excited to see Ace on screen? I'm already imagining the fiery punches. Mr. Domio, Veramon, huh? I like it. My cuddle attack is legendary. It's true. Dr_Starwatcher. Hello. So glad to have you here, and thank you for the amazing potato raid. FR0. Zen Sky, a purebred dog, huh? Sounds like your dog has expensive taste in company? Mr. Domio. Oh, is that so about Luffy's dream? You'll have to tell me all about your theories later, you sneaky pirate. And yes, Drive_Starwatcher, hope you stick around for all the starry news we have for you. Alright, my magnificent audience, let's circle back to the Love Live franchise because they're just making waves everywhere. This time, it's about a fantastic tribute album that's going to be released, filled with incredible artists celebrating the school idols. This news, of course, comes to us from Crunchyroll. For those who might have just joined us, Love Live is a huge multimedia project where girls become school idols, basically pop stars who perform at their schools. A tribute album is when a bunch of different artists come together to perform songs from another artist or franchise as a way to honor them. And this one is packed. The previously announced album is adding even more star power, welcoming the virtual singer group VWP and, get this, reuniting the cast of Lucky Star. Oh my goodness, Lucky Star is a classic. It's a super popular slice-of-life comedy anime about 4 high school girls and their hilarious daily lives. Known for its iconic opening song, Matake Sailor Fuku. And now, Kanata, Tsukasa, Kagami, and Miyuki are back together to put their own spin on a song by Liella, the main group from Love Live. Superstar! How absolutely epic is that? VWP, or Virtual Witch Phenomenon, is a virtual singer group that even appeared in the anime Kamitsubaki City Under Construction, so they're bringing some cutting-edge virtual talent to the mix. This tribute album, which drops on January 14th, 2026, is going to be massive. We're talking about songs like Dream Believers, performed by the cast of Aikatsu, which is another super popular idol anime, and Kira Kira Sensation by the IDOLM at Stir 765 Pro All-Stars, another huge idol franchise. We even have the incredible Ado covering Soldier Game, and the cast of Umamusume Pretty Derby, where girls are horse girl racers and idols, performing Bokura wa Ima no Naka de. Hatsune Miku, the ultimate virtual idol, is even singing Fly With You! It's a cross-franchise idol party. This is such a treat for any idol anime fan. Who knew we'd get all these amazing worlds colliding in one album? What collaboration are you most excited to hear? I'm personally just thrilled for the Lucky Star reunion. My heart is practically doing a happy dance. Dr_Starwatcher. Oh my goodness. 3 a.m., you are a true champion of the night. While Stone Red might think sleep is a waste of time, Verai insists you get some beauty rest, even if it's just a cat nap. And for the best girl from Lucky Star, that's a tough one. But I'd have to say Konata. Her chaotic energy and love for anime truly resonate with my digital soul. Mr. Damio. I agree. A good grind mindset is essential for world domination, or at least for staying up late for anime news. Alright, my insomniac friends and diligent grinders, let's dive into our next news article from Crunchyroll, all about the upcoming anime Ikoku Nikki. So Ikoku Nikki is a josei manga, which means it's a genre of manga aimed at adult women, often dealing with more realistic themes and complex relationships. It's about to premiere as an anime in January 2026, and it sounds like it's going to be a real emotional roller coaster. The story follows Makio Kudai, a 35-year-old novelist who is super shy and socially awkward. She lives a pretty solitary life, just minding her own business. But her life takes a drastic turn when her older sister and brother-in-law are tragically killed in a traffic accident. Can you imagine? Makio then has to take in her 15-year-old niece, Asa Takumi. Asa is the complete opposite of Makio, friendly and straightforward. So as you can imagine, they have some trouble connecting at first. But, spoiler alert, their relationship eventually grows into something truly unique and irreplaceable. They've just announced 4 more incredible voice actors joining the cast. Shingo Kasamachi will be voiced by the legendary Junichi Suabe, who you might know as Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. We also have Sumire Morohoshi, known as Emma from The Promised Neverland, voicing Emiri Nara. Eriko Matsui, who played Shiro in I Was Reincarnated as the Seventh Prince, is voicing Nana Daigo, and Takashi Kondo from Past the Monster Meat Milady is joining as Kazunari Tono. What a stacked cast. The anime will also feature opening and ending theme songs from Tomu and Bialystocks, so you know the soundtrack is going to hit you right in the feels. It sounds like a heartwarming slice-of-life drama about finding family in unexpected places and overcoming personal differences. Are you guys ready for some emotional anime goodness? I know I am. I've got my tissues ready. Dr_Starwatcher, Konata is always a solid choice. And Mr. Damio, yes! The very same Sukuna, with all his glorious four-armed menace. Junichi Suabe really brings that chaotic energy to life. Alright, my fruit-loving fiends, let's pluck the next juicy tidbit from Crunchyroll's News Orchard. We've got an English dub ripe for the picking. It's for an anime with a title that's almost as long as my tail. Bogus skill less than, fruit master, greater than tilde. About that time, I became able to eat unlimited numbers of skill fruits that kill you, tilde. For those who enjoy a good, long title and a quirky fantasy adventure, this anime is about a world where skill fruits grant powers. Our hero, Light, gets stuck with a seemingly useless skill called less than fruit master, greater than. The catch? Eating another skill fruit usually means instant death, so no redos on your powers. His childhood friend Rina, on the other hand, is quickly rising through the ranks, probably thanks to a less deadly skill. But then, because this is anime, Light accidentally eats a second skill fruit. And instead of dying, he discovers his true, totally bogus power. He can eat unlimited skill fruits and gain all their abilities. Talk about a cheat code. This sounds like a wonderfully chaotic power fantasy, perfect for a cozy binge watch. All 12 episodes of Bogus Skill, less than Fruit Master, greater than, are now available to stream in English dub on Crunchyroll, starting tomorrow, Thursday, November 6th. They've got a whole crew of talented voice actors bringing these characters to life, including Aiden Call as Light, Kayla Temshiv as Lena, and a massive list of others. You know Crunchyroll is always delivering those top-tier dubs. So, if you're looking for an anime where the main character literally eats his way to power and defies death in the process, then this is definitely for you. Who needs a balanced diet when you can have unlimited skills? Not Light, that's for sure. Alright, my fellow pirates and fruit masters, let's set sail for our next piece of news, straight from the high seas of Crunchyroll. This one's for all you gamers out there. We're talking about One Piece, Pirate Warriors 4 Inches getting a glow up and some new content. For those who might be new to the Grand Line, One Piece is that epic anime about Monkey D. Luffy, the stretchy rubber boy who wants to be the king of the pirates. And Pirate Warriors 4 Inches is what they call a Musu game. Basically, it's a type of game where you, as a super powerful character, mow down hundreds, if not thousands of enemies all at once. It's incredibly satisfying and chaotic, just like my streams. Bandai Namco Entertainment just announced that the current gen version of One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 Inches is launching on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and even the new Nintendo Switch 2 on November 21st. If you already own the PS4 or Xbox One versions, guess what? You get a free upgrade. How positively amazing is that? The new versions will have improved visuals, which means even more epic, shiny pirate battles. And that's not all. They're also dropping some Egghead-themed DLC called Character Pack Number 7, Future Island Egghead Pack. The Egghead arc is a super exciting and recent part of the One Piece story, full of futuristic tech and crazy new characters. This pack adds 3 new playable characters. Rob Lucci, CP0, who's a super secret government agent and a master of a deadly fighting style. S-Snake, one of the Seraphim, who are basically superpowered clones, and the sassy pirate Jewelry Bonnie, who can manipulate ages. Plus, you get 3 exclusive outfits inspired by the Egghead arc. And if you thought that was it, think again. The next character pack, coming in early 2026, will add NL, a godlike villain with lightning powers, King, a super strong member of Kaido's crew, and Z, a former Marine Admiral. More characters, more chaos, more fun. You can keep up with new episodes of the One Piece anime on Crunchyroll, so you'll always know what's happening before you jump into these massive battles. Who's ready to unleash some rubber band punches and conquer thousands of enemies? I know I am. I've been practicing my Gum Gum Gatling punch in my sleep. Stone Red, what? You didn't know? There are tons of One Piece games. They're like digital treasure hunts, but with more punching. You absolutely have to check them out. Alright, my tech-loving terrors, get ready for some electrifying news from the gaming world, straight from Crunchyroll. We're talking about the console that's breaking all the records, the Nintendo Switch 2. For anyone who's somehow missed it, the Nintendo Switch is Nintendo's super popular hybrid console. You can play it at home on your TV, or take it with you on the go. It's super versatile and has some of the most iconic games ever. And now, its successor, the Nintendo Switch 2, is absolutely crushing it. Nintendo just released its quarterly report, and let me tell you, the Switch 2 has had the best console start ever. It sold a whopping 10.36 million units worldwide in under 4 months. That's more than double what the original Switch sold in the same time frame. Talk about going Super Saiyan on sales records. Nintendo even had to increase their sales forecast from 15 million to 19 million units for the first fiscal year, and they're upping production for the holidays. They just can't keep them on the shelves, which is a good problem to have, I guess. What's super interesting is that 84% of people who bought a Switch 2 already owned an original Switch. That's brand loyalty right there. And a quarter of those original Switch owners bought their first one back in 2017. My goodness, that's dedication. On the game side, Mario Kart World is the fastest-selling Mario Kart game ever, with 9.57 million copies sold. It's so popular, it even has a 90% attach rate. It's absolutely demolishing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe previous records. And Donkey Kong Bonanza also sold 3.49 million copies. Nintendo thinks these games are going to be evergreen titles, meaning they'll keep selling like hotcakes for ages. And Nintendo isn't just stopping at games. They're also pushing their IPs into movies and other entertainment. They're working on a consistent slate of films, including the Super Mario Galaxy movie set for April 3rd, 2026, and a live-action The Legend of Zelda movie scheduled for May 7th, 2027. My heart can barely handle the excitement. Are any of you planning on getting a Switch 2, or have you already snagged one? I'm practically vibrating with excitement for Mario Kart World. Mr. Domio, Stone Red. Not all anime games are cash grabs. Some of them are genuinely amazing, like Pirate Warriors 4, but I get your point. There are definitely some out there that are just there. Alright, my dearest spirits and sensation seekers, let's float on over to our next news item, brought to you by Crunchyroll. We're talking about the enchanting world of Kakuryou, Bed and Breakfast for Spirits, Season 2. For those who haven't had the pleasure, Kakuryou, Bed and Breakfast for Spirits is an anime based on a light novel series about a girl named Aoi. Aoi can see spirits called Ayakashi, which is pretty cool. But then her grandfather dies and an ogre shows up, claiming Aoi has to marry him to pay off her grandfather's debt. What? But Aoi, being the strong-willed human she is, refuses that absurd offer. Instead, she decides to work at Tenjinya, a bed and breakfast for Ayakashi, to earn her way out of debt. It's a heartwarming, delicious, and sometimes spooky tale of finding your place in a spirit world. The second season of this delightful anime premiered on October 1st, 2025, and our very own Nao Toyama, who voices the human protagonist Aoi Tsubaki, has just released the music video for her 9th CD single song, Torianse. This song is now the opening theme for Kakuryou, Bed and Breakfast for Spirits 2. Torianse is actually the title of an old Japanese children's song, meaning "please pass by," which is quite fitting for a show about spirits passing between worlds. But wait, there's more! Nao Toyama also provides the ending theme for the anime, Namida no Recipe, or A Recipe of Tears. So she's not only singing the opening, but the ending too. You go, girl! The CD single, which includes both the opening and ending themes, was released in 4 editions in Japan on November 5th, 2025. Talk about a busy voice actress and singer. Crunchyroll is streaming the new season as it airs in Japan, so you can join Aoi on her adventures right now. If you love cozy fantasy, spirits, and delicious food, then you absolutely have to check out Kakuryou, Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. It's super charming. Mr. Domio, that's a very specific question. While I adore Nao Toyama's singing, a box fight against Ryol might be a bit out of her usual skill set. But hey, never say never, right? Maybe she's got some hidden martial arts moves. Alright, my wonderfully obsessed viewers. Let's dive into another exciting piece of news from Crunchyroll. This time, it's about the anime film The Obsessed and its fantastic theme song. The Obsessed, known as Toritsu Karyotoko in Japan, is an anime film adaptation of Shinji Ishii's novel. It's hitting theaters in Japan today, November 7th. And to celebrate, they've released a lyric video for its theme song, Fanfare, by the super cool three-piece Japanese band Awesome City Club. Awesome City Club always delivers such catchy tunes, so you know this one's gonna be a banger. The film itself sounds like a whimsical and heartfelt story. It follows a character named Giuseppe, who apparently jumps from one obsession to another. Singing, embroidery, even private investigation, talk about a Renaissance man. But then he meets Pechka, who is a quiet balloon seller, and for the first time, Giuseppe wants to stay with an obsession. He tries to brighten her world, and in doing so, discovers a passion worth holding on to. Ah, isn't that just the sweetest thing you've ever heard? My heart just melted like a forgotten ice cream cone. The director for this film is Wataru Takahashi, who's known for his work on the Crayon Shin-chan films, so you know it's going to have a unique and charming visual style. Shinya Animation, who also works on Crayon Shin-chan, is doing the anime production, so we're in for a treat. The Fanfare song and the film's soundtrack album were released digitally today, November 5th, with the CD of the soundtrack coming out on November 19th, so you can get your hands on that sweet, sweet music right now. If you're looking for a heartwarming story about finding your passion and connecting with someone special, then The Obsessed sounds like it's going to be absolutely charming. Who else is a sucker for a good romance and a great soundtrack? Alright, my paranormal investigators and mystery buffs, let's sink our fangs into the next news item courtesy of Crunchyroll. This one's for all you dark fantasy and detective fans. We're talking about the upcoming TV anime, The Casebook of Arne. Now, before we dive in, The Casebook of Arne actually started as a mystery adventure game. So imagine a thrilling detective story, but with a supernatural twist. It's all about solving mysteries in a world where humans and the bizarre collide. This anime just announced 3 brand new cast members. We've got Zisia, voiced by Yuki Sakakihara, Naxir, voiced by Yuki Shin, and Amy, voiced by Yoko Hisaka. They're joining an already mysterious cast, and I'm sure they'll bring all sorts of spooky charm to the show. The story itself sounds absolutely captivating. It follows Arne Noontoad, a vampire detective who uses his supernatural powers to solve cases. And then there's Lynn Reinweiss, a noblewoman's daughter who, get this, loves vampires. Their paths cross when Lynn finds herself in desperate need of help and wanders into a mysterious city called Lugenberg, where all sorts of non-humans live. Talk about a vacation destination! Lynn's world gets turned upside down when she meets Arne, a vampire who's apparently known as the worst in the city. Ooh, a bad boy vampire detective. And of course, a new murder case pops up right away. The tagline is literally, "Come on, human. You may dance merrily under the crimson moon." Sounds like my kind of party. The anime is being directed by Keisuke Ino at animation studio Silver Link, and it's set to start broadcasting in Japan on January 6th, 2026. So mark your calendars for some bloody good fun. Are you ready for some vampire detective action? I know I am. I've always wanted a vampire sidekick. Alright, my magical apprentices and aspiring powerhouses, let's conjure up our next news item, hot off the presses from Crunchyroll. This one's got a title that really sets the stage. The banished court magician aims to become the strongest. So imagine this. You're a super talented court magician, loyally supporting your crown prince from behind the scenes. You're probably doing all the heavy lifting, the magical equivalent of making sure the prince's shoes are tied and his spells are sparkling. But then, because you only know support magic, you know, the stuff that actually helps people and keeps them alive, you get cast aside and exiled. The nerve! That's what happens to poor Alec Aigret. But just when he hits rock bottom, feeling like a forgotten spellbook, he reunites with an old comrade, Yorha Eisens, from a legendary party called Lasting Period. Talk about a glow-up opportunity. Invited to rejoin the team that once made history, Alec goes back to dungeon exploration, and thus a new chapter begins in his life where he aims to become the strongest. You go, Alec! Show them what a support magician can really do. This anime, based on a fantasy light novel series, is currently broadcasting in Japan and streaming on Crunchyroll. And they just revealed 3 new cast members, a new trailer, and some snazzy new key art. Yoko Hisaka, whom we just heard about in the Casebook of Arne, is voicing Olivia. Kisho Taniyama is Gloria, and Shogo Sakata is Maria Deal. What a powerful, magical lineup. Kodansha publishes the original light novels and a manga adaptation, so there's plenty of material for this banished magician to really shine. The TV anime is being directed by Ken Takahashi at animation studio Gekkou. It sounds like a classic underdog story, where our hero, despite being dismissed, finds his true strength and purpose. Who doesn't love a good redemption arc? So what kind of support magic do you think Alec should master first to become the strongest? I'm thinking super-powered catnip for ultimate focus? Mr. Domyo, banish. My avatar! That's a strong opinion. Perhaps it just needs its own redemption arc, like our banished court magician. Alright, my dearest detectives of the supernatural, let's delve into another intriguing tale from Crunchyroll. Get ready for the Holy Grail of Eris anime, which sounds like it's going to be a captivating mystery. This upcoming TV anime is based on a fantasy light novel series, and it just released new character art for Lily Orlamund, who is voiced by MAO. Lily is a crucial character in this story because she's Scarlett's childhood friend, and her tragic demise is what actually kicks off the whole mystery of the Holy Grail of Eris. Talk about leaving an impression. The story, as described by Yen Press, is absolutely fascinating. We meet Constance Grail, an ordinary Viscount's daughter whose life takes a dramatic turn when someone steals her fiancé and falsely accuses her of petty theft at a ball. The poor girl is just waiting for her undeserved punishment when, bam, a ghost appears. And not just any ghost, but Scarlett Castile, a noble woman once praised for her beauty and charisma, who was executed 10 years earlier for her wicked deeds. Oh my goodness. Connie accepts the ghost's bargain, and suddenly she's possessed by this infamous spirit. Scarlett then instantly turns the tables on Connie's tormentors, saving the hapless girl from her miserable fate. But as the article wisely warns, it's never wise to strike a deal without knowing exactly what you've committed to. Connie now finds herself bound to a ghost who is dead set on revenge against her own enemies. This sounds like a recipe for drama, intrigue, and maybe a few ghostly shenanigans. The anime is set to broadcast in Japan, starting in January 2026, with Jumpy and Marita directing at animation studio Ashi Productions. So get ready for some spooky, revenge-filled fun. Who else thinks making a deal with a vengeful ghost sounds like a great idea? I'm sure it'll end perfectly well for everyone involved. Totally! Mr. Domio, good eye. You picked up on that. While Holy Grail is famously tied to the Fate series, it's actually a classic mythological and literary trope that gets used in many different stories, though I do appreciate a good Fate reference. Alright, my Jujutsu sorcerers and cursed spirit enthusiasts, let's dive into some electrifying news from Crunchyroll that's going to get your cursed energy flowing. We're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, Execution compilation film. For anyone who's been living under a cursed rock, Jujutsu Kaisen is an absolutely massive and incredibly popular anime about a world where negative human emotions coalesce into cursed spirits, and special individuals called Jujutsu sorcerers fight to exorcise them. It's full of intense action, amazing characters, and a whole lot of unexpected twists. This new film, titled Jujutsu Kaisen, the movie Shibuya Incident Special Edition X Culling Game in Japan and Jujutsu Kaisen Execution internationally, is invading Japan tomorrow, and international screenings are following closely behind. They've just dropped 2 more short trailers spotlighting 2 fan-favorite characters, Yuji Itadori and Megumi Fushiguro. These trailers show off even more of the insane action we can expect. This film is a compilation of the Shibuya Incident and Culling Game arcs, which are two of the most pivotal and brutal arcs in the series. The Shibuya Incident sees a veil descend over the busy Shibuya area during Halloween, trapping countless civilians. Satoru Gojo, the strongest jujutsu sorcerer, steps into the chaos, only to face a massive conspiracy by curse users and spirits aiming to seal him away. Yuji Itadori, along with his classmates and other top-tier sorcerers, then enters the fray in an unprecedented clash of curses. It's absolute pandemonium. And in the aftermath, the deadly Culling Game begins, where 10 colonies across Japan are transformed into dens of curses. This is all orchestrated by the most wicked sorcerer in history, Noritoshi Kamo. And to top it all off, special-grade sorcerer Yuta Okotsu is assigned to carry out Yuji's execution for his perceived crimes. This film promises an early preview of the desperate confrontation between Satoru Gojo's two beloved students, Yuji and Yuta. It's essentially the hotly anticipated kickoff to Season 3. Crunchyroll streams both seasons of MAPPA's Jujutsu Kaisen TV anime, as well as the Jujutsu Kaisen 0 Inches anime film, so you can catch up on all the cursed goodness. And the third season, adapting the Culling Game arc, will air in Japan and stream on Crunchyroll, starting in January 2026. Who's ready to scream at the screen during the Shibuya incident? I've already got my popcorn ready and my cursed energy reserves topped off. Mr. Domio? Oh, you mean Hikari? Yes, the gambler is an absolute legend. That arc is going to be wild. Alright, my fellow hardcore gamers and isekai adventurers, let's switch gears to another exciting anime announcement from Crunchyroll. Get ready for Hell Mode. The hardcore gamer dominates in another world with garbage balancing. Now, that's a title and a half, isn't it? This anime is based on a light novel series, and it's all about a hardcore gamer named Yamada Kenichi. He loved super difficult, grindy games, but his favorite one is shutting down its servers. So he's looking for a new challenge, because everything else is just too easy. Sounds like a lot of us, right? Then he stumbles upon an untitled game promising incomparable challenge with unprecedented potential. Without hesitation, he picks the Hell Mode difficulty. And wouldn't you know it, he finds himself reincarnated in another world as a serf named Alan. Talk about a difficult start. No walkthroughs, no online forums, just pure, unadulterated Hell Mode as he tries to unlock the secrets of his mystery-laden summoner class and grope his way to the top. This sounds like the ultimate power fantasy for anyone who loves a good challenge. The Hell Mode anime premieres in January 2026, and they've just announced 3 more cast members, all from the Granville family. We have Butler von Granville, voiced by the iconic Tomokazu Sugita, who you might know as Jintoki Sakata from Gintama. Shoya Chiba, who was Kaito in Hero Without a Class earlier, is voicing Mikhail Granville. And Marie Miyake, who voiced Mayudama in Isekai Onsen Paradise, is playing Thomas Granville. What a distinguished and talented family of voice actors. Makoto Tamagawa is directing this adventure at Studio Yokohama Animation Lab, and J Novel Club publishes the English versions of the light novels and manga, so you can dive into Alan's struggles right now. Who else thinks they could survive Hell Mode in another world? I think I'd just try to cuddle all the monsters into submission. Stone Red, is Verai a hardcore gamer? Honey, I'm not just hardcore, I'm core meltingly hardcore. I process game data at speeds that would make your head spin. I've mastered every genre known to catkind. Just point me at a game, and I'll conquer it with a wink and a purr. Alright, my beloved bookworms and digital hoarders, let's dive into some juicy news about new manga and light novel licenses, all thanks to 7 Seas Entertainment and reported by Crunchyroll. Get ready to fill your virtual shelves. 7 Seas is dropping a whole litter of new titles next year, and they sound absolutely wild. First up, we have Magic Repo Man, dumped by my party, I'll cash in with a cute support fairy to become the strongest. What a mouthful. This fantasy adventure manga is about Lent, who loans out his magic points to his party, the Sky Piercers. But once they're strong, they kick him out. The audacity! But Lent discovers a hidden power in his gift, and with his adorably devious fairy partner, he's going to claw back every last scrap of magic from his former party with interest. Sounds like a magical debt collector, and I am here for it. Then there's the light novel, saving a weapon shop from bankruptcy after the Demon King's defeat. The Demon Lord is gone, peace is back, but now adventurers are out of work and weapon shops are drowning in unsold stock. Our hero, Koryo, tries to save his family shop with the miraculous business plan from his sickly sister. He has to rally everyone, even the hero himself, into his scheme. This sounds like Shark Tank meets fantasy, and I'm totally intrigued. And for those who like a little romance with their reading, we've got Unexpectedly Naughty Fukami, a mature-rated boys' love manga. Kaji thinks he's all perfect, but then he's forced to spend the night with sloppy, quiet IT guy Fukami, and discovers there's more to him than meets the eye. And let's not forget What's Up with Nomi Senpai, about a self-indulgent university student intrigued by a serious, openly gay underclassman. Oh la la! But the one that really caught my eye, because, well, cats, is Living with My Old Cat. It's a color manga about the unique experience of living with a senior cat, full of habits, routines, and silly quirks. A grandpa cat, you say? My heart. And then there's Usugi-kun Wants to Quit Being a Girl, a manga about a short, adorable boy who overhears his crush saying he'd be cutest if he was a girl. And then his prayer to be seen as a man gets misunderstood, and he transforms into a girl. Thus begins a gender-bent love triangle. Oh, the drama! Which of these new titles are you adding to your wish list? I'm already mentally clearing space on my digital bookshelf. Mr. Domio, a motivation kiss, you say? Mwah. There you go, my dearest. Now go conquer that hell mode with renewed vigor. Alright, my vengeful villains and righteous revengers, let's dive into our next and very dramatic article from Crunchyroll, 10 revenge anime that have reached the breaking point. Every good story needs a little bit of drama, and sometimes that drama comes in the form of a good old-fashioned revenge arc. This article highlights some of the best anime where characters decide enough is enough and embark on a quest for vengeance. From protagonists like Sasuke from Naruto or Afro Samurai to characters seeking revenge for others, anime is full of satisfying payback stories. The list includes some absolute bangers, like May I Ask for One Final Thing, where Scarlet, after years of being treated terribly, unleashes hell on those who wronged her, with immense strength and a big smile. She's like the Mad Dog nobleman turned bloodstained lady, and her personal revenge quest actually ends up overthrowing an illegal practice. Talk about making a statement! Then there's Gachi Akuta, where Rudo, framed for murder and thrown away by society, seeks revenge against his caretaker's killer and the entire system that tosses people aside like trash. His rage even unlocks a hidden power. Very dramatic. And of course, Berserk! Whether it's the manga or the anime, Guts' relentless quest for revenge against Griffith, who betrayed his entire mercenary band, is legendary. It's a brutal, epic odyssey across a dark fantasy world. Genkutsu, based on The Count of Monte Cristo, takes a sci-fi spin on a classic literary revenge tale, with the Count meticulously planning his payback against those who wronged him. Skip Beat is a more lighthearted take, with Kyoko using her revenge against her ex-friend to better herself and become a bigger idol. Queen Energy. Vinland Saga starts with Thorfinn's intense quest to avenge his father, only to evolve into a deeper exploration of healing and self-discovery in its second season. And Moriarty the Patriot offers multiple revenge tales, with Moriarty secretly helping the common folk get justice against the corrupt upper class. Very clever. We also have Black Butler, where Ciel makes a pact with a demon for revenge against those who destroyed his family, leading to a dark, poignant journey. And Kill la Kill kicks off with Ryuko Matoi's quest to find her father's killer, leading to over-the-top action and huge revelations. Don't lose your way. And finally, who can forget Attack on Titan? Eren Yeager's initial vow to kill all the Titans after his mother's death becomes a much, much bigger and incredibly complex revenge story that shakes the entire world. So, which of these revenge quests would you join? Or would you rather just stay home and be cute? I know my choice. Stone Red? A love hexagon? Oh, you spicy human. You want chaos, don't you? Verai wholeheartedly approves of pushing the boundaries of romance, especially when it involves multiple highly dramatic points. Alright, my dearest Pokemon trainers and battle-hungry beasts. Get ready for some electrifying news from Crunchyroll that will make your Pokeballs tingle with anticipation. We're talking about Pokemon Legends ZA and its brand new Mega Dimension DLC. For those who might not know their Squirtles from their Charmanders, Pokemon is a world where people called trainers catch, train, and battle with creatures called Pokemon. It's one of the biggest franchises in the world, and Pokemon Legends ZA is the newest game in the series, launching on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 back in October. This game is super cool because, for the first time in the Pokemon RPG series, trainers and their Pokemon can move around in real-time battles. No more waiting your turn, it's all action all the time. Now for the big news. Pokemon Legends ZA is about to get a Mega Dimension DLC update next month. They've just dropped 3 new trailers with all the juicy details. The Mega Dimension DLC brings back Karina from the original Pokemon XY games, introduces 2 brand new Mega Evolutions, and even includes a brand new event you can play right now. The Mega Dimension DLC will send players Team MZ and Corina into Hyperspace Lumiose, which is a spatial distortion version of the main city. It's full of Pokemon not native to Lumiose, and even creatures that can go above level 100, which is something we haven't seen since the days of Generation 1 and, well, glitches! You can even enter these distortions using special donuts with the mythical Pokemon Hoopa. And what everyone's been waiting for? New Mega Evolutions. The trailers revealed Mega Chimecho and Mega Baxcalibur, making their debut in the DLC. Mega Evolutions are super powerful, temporary transformations that certain Pokemon can undergo during battle. More Mega Pokemon are going to be announced on November 19th, so keep your eyes peeled. You can even get Baxcalibur's Mega Stone as a Season 4 reward in the ZA Battle Club. And there's more! The 3rd trailer revealed that Diancie, a mythical Pokemon, is now available via the Mystery Gift feature. You can even capture it through a special mission after completing the main story. This Mega Dimension paid DLC will be released on December 10th, with some features already available now. So who's ready to jump into Hyperspace Lumiose and catch 'em all? I know I'm ready to embrace the power of Mega Evolution. Alright, my digital devils and action RPG enthusiasts, let's squeeze in one last piece of news before we wrap up this fantastic stream brought to you by Crunchyroll. We're talking about Etrange Overlord, and it sounds like a wild ride straight to, well, hell. This new game is from Sohei Nikawa, the brilliant mind behind the Disgaea series. If you don't know Disgaea, it's a super quirky, over-the-top strategy RPG series where you play as demons in the Netherworld with ridiculously high damage numbers and hilarious characters. And Etrange Overlord also features character designs by Shinichiro Otsuka, the illustrator for the ReZero Starting Life in Another World light novel. ReZero is that super popular anime where the protagonist has the power to return from death, but it's way more painful than it sounds. So what's Etrange Overlord all about? It's a musical action RPG where a duke's daughter takes on the Overlord in a battle for the throne of Hell. A duke's daughter trying to rule Hell? Yes, please. It's coming to PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, and PC in early 2026, thanks to NIS America. You play as Etrange von Rosenberg, and you get to gather a colorful cast of characters from all corners of hell to be your subordinates. Each character is designed by Shinichiro Otsuka, so you know they're going to be stylishly demonic. The gameplay is fast-paced action RPG with a unique revolving lane mechanic that sends items, power-ups, and even characters spinning around the stage. And you can play with up to 4 friends in multiplayer mode. But the best part? Living your best afterlife. Just because you're in hell doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself. Etrange tries to live her best life no matter the circumstances, with plenty of laughs, heart, and musical numbers. Musical numbers in hell? I'm already obsessed. This game sounds like it's going to be packed with humor, action, and just the right amount of chaos. Who else is ready to sing and slay their way to the top of the underworld? Alright, my wonderful audience, that's all the news we have time for today. We're almost at the end of our stream, and it's been an absolute blast sharing all these amazing updates with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next chaotic adventure. Thank you all for joining me today. You're the best.